Are you looking for a new job or want a career change? Look no further than Monster.com. Need a little help standing out? Our expert resume writing services will make sure you shine. Want to brush up on your interview skills? Engage with our AI interview prep tool. Want some advice on negotiating your new salary? Visit our salary tools and extensive library of career advice articles, and you'll have all the tips and tricks you'll need to succeed. Visit Monster.com today and take the first step towards your career. Monster.com. Find your right job fit.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to When Reality Hits with Brittany. Today, I have a special guest, and it is my beautiful mama, Miss Sherri Cartwright. Say hello, Mama.
Hello, everyone.
Mom gets to stay with me for the entire month, and I'm so happy because she has been helping me so much with crews, and, you know, I'm taking care of 2 households right now and just doing all the things by myself. So having my mom here has been such a blessing, and I just want you to know I love you and I appreciate you so much, Mama.
Oh, I've really enjoyed it. Had a great time.
So you've been able to stay with me for the entire month of August this will be the 3rd year now.
Yes. My incredible job at my favorite things allows me to do this. So,
yeah, so thank goodness for that, because with everything going on, it's just been great to have you here. Okay, so a lot of people, since they know that you're going to be on the podcast, have been asking about our ghost stories.
oh, okay.
I mean, I've talked about it here and there, that I grew up in a haunted house. But I've never really went into that much detail about it. So I think we should start off with the fact that we actually did live in a haunted house. We're not crazy. We're not crazy, but this is real. Haunted house. It was on French Avenue in Winchester. It was very, very, very haunted.
Yes, and we lived there for 7 years, and the people before us said that it was haunted. And also I've talked to the people who bought the house. They also say it's still haunted.
Like, what do they say?
Well, they just say they hear a lot of things, and they didn't go into great detail, but they say, yes, it's definitely haunted. We hear things all the time.
Oh, my gosh. I just remember, like, I would get off the school bus, and I wouldn't even go inside. I would sit on the front porch and wait until, like, you or somebody got home before I would even go in the house, because it was so terrifying to go in there by yourself.
I know. It was just like an eerie feeling was in the house.
It was like it felt like somebody was watching you. Like, you would walk up the stairs and you felt like you could hear footsteps behind you while you're going up the stairs. And you just always had that, like, hair on the back of your neck standing up feeling, you know?
Yeah, that's exactly. You know, even just looking around the house, looking around the rooms, I'd feel like somebody was watching me at all times. It was definitely scary.
It would be cool to go back in there and see, like, what it felt like again, you know? I'm tempted whenever I drive past it to go out to the country. Whenever I drive past it, if I see somebody outside, I think I'd pull over and talk to them and ask them if it's still haunted.
Yeah, you should. I'm sure they'd let you go in.
I'm like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. What was one of the craziest ghost stories that you remember from the house?
Well, I remember me being in the bathtub. This happened twice. Once was upstairs. You were probably 7, 8, maybe smaller. And the water just turned on as like fast as it could go, full blast. And you rolled up in the shower curtain. I'll never forget that.
I won't forget that either, because I didn't want to be by myself in that house. So, like, if you were in the bathroom taking a bath, I was right in there with you, just standing there hanging out.
And if you'll remember, it also happened in the downstairs bathroom again, where the water just comes on full blast.
And, like, you would see, like, the handle turn and everything. And then the dryer turned on by itself a couple times. Remember, the hair dryer turned on. The TV channels would change. Remember whenever Roger was my stepdad, he, you guys, like, it sounded like a bowling ball was going down the stairs.
Yes, he even, this was in the middle of the night, and he even jumped up and got the gun because he thought he heard somebody downstairs. Went down there, nothing. Yeah, but it did. It was so loud. It sounded like a bowling ball just rolled down the steps.
I mean, there was just so many crazy different stories. One time I was sleeping and my room was at the very end of the hallway, so I could see straight down, like, the long hallway to the top of the stairs, and there was, like, a little study at the end. And I woke up in the middle of the night, and I swear to you, there was a woman standing in the hallway. I'm not crazy. Like, this actually happened. It was just all white. It just looked like mist, kind of. But you could just tell it was a woman because you could see, like, hair, and you could see, like, a flowy gown-looking thing. But, like, I couldn't tell too much detail, but it was, like, it looked like all misty. And I swear to you guys, I saw a woman standing in the hallway. Well, then I go to school. I went to George Rogers Clark High School. Shout out Cardinals. And whenever I was in like theater arts class or something, it was Halloween time, and we were all telling ghost stories and like different things that we had that everybody had been through. And I was talking about our house, and this guy in my class, his grandfather lived across the street from us, and his grandfather had told him, and he says this in front of my entire class, that he saw a woman standing on the balcony of the house.
Oh my gosh, well, it must have been haunted by a woman.
It definitely was. Like, I saw her. But the fact that even that guy said his grandfather saw her standing on the balcony made me feel like, okay, I'm not actually crazy. This really did happen to me.
Yeah. And I'll never forget, too, what you did to scare us to death. We woke up one morning and we saw on the window, it said, "Help me." And we're like, oh my gosh, somebody's wrote "help me" on the windows. And guess who that was?
It was me.
Scared us to death.
All I did was, like, whenever you like breathe on the window, you go, and then you like draw in it. That's what I did. Help me. And it stayed, and I forgot about it and everything. And then you guys saw it like days later.
I know.
So funny.
I know. That scared us to death.
I remember another time, me and my cousin Ashley, we got home from school, and our older sisters, my sister Tiffany and my other cousin Jessica, they were already at the house, but they didn't know that me and Ashley had came home. So me and Ashley go upstairs, and they're like jumping on the trampoline outside. So me and Ashley are like banging on the windows really loud and like ducking down to try to scare them. And they like take off running up the street because everybody just knew our house was haunted. It was like our whole family knew, all of our friends knew, like it was a real thing. So we scared them, and they take off running. Well, then me and Ashley scared ourselves because then we were in the house by ourselves, and we were like, oh my gosh. And then we take off running up to like one of our neighbor's house or something, and then we made everybody come back. I think Wes's room might have been one of the most haunted rooms in the house.
Yes, he said several things that happened to him down there.
It just felt very creepy in that room. The basement was also really creepy.
The basement was terrifying. I was scared to death to go downstairs to do the clothes.
Yeah. I mean, it was like such an old house. It had like one of those laundry chutes where it goes from like the very top floor all the way down to the basement where the laundry room is. And even that just seemed scary. I don't know why.
It was unfinished and just like rock wall down there. Yeah. It was very scary.
Yeah. I remember there was like a ping pong table down there, and it was just scary to even go around it. I know that sounds crazy, but still, I mean, there was just so many different things. Like we said, the TV's turning all the time, channels all the time, hearing footsteps all the time. I saw a woman. I mean, there was just multiple things. And then, not even going to lie to you guys, whenever I moved into my own houses, like in college and stuff, I was still haunted. Like, It was crazy. All of my friends knew it. Like, one time, I'll never forget, I was living with my friend Lindy, and it was just her and I. We had a little 2-bedroom apartment, and I woke up in the middle of the night, and I could not move at all, and I felt something full on crawl into the bed with me. It was one of the most terrifying things that has ever happened to me, and I know a lot of people listening to this will probably be like, well, that's, what's it called, sleep. There's something where people like wake up and they can't move, sleep paralysis or something like that. But this has never happened to me before. It's not something that's like normal, because I know like that people that does happen to, it happens to them like reoccurring, and it happens often. But for me, this was a one-time thing, and I swear I felt like hand, leg, like crawling into the bed with me. And I finally was able to like sit up, and I was just screaming at the top of my lungs. And me and Lindy moved out like 3 days later. Yeah. Because we were terrified.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
When Reality Hits is sponsored by Nutrafol. For many new moms, hair thinning is an unexpected and frustrating part of motherhood. Luckily, there's something you can do about it. Nutrafol's postpartum supplement was OBGYN formulated to target root causes of postpartum hair thinning like sleepless nights, hormonal changes, nutrient gaps, and stress while using breastfeeding-friendly ingredients. Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist-recommended hair growth supplement brand, trusted by over 1.5 million people. That's why this Mother's Day, Nutrafol makes the perfect gift. There's something for every mom on your list. The postpartum formula is great for women in the first year after giving birth. The Women's Balance formula is perfect for women 45 and up experiencing perimenopause and menopause. In a clinical study, 86% of women reported improved hair growth after taking Nutrafol, women hair growth supplement, for 6 months. I have been taking Nutrafol for years. I took it right after I had cruise, postpartum, and my hair has always been my security blanket, so I was kind of freaking out. So I took Nutrafol, and I have just been taking it ever since because it is amazing. So that way, like every time the seasons change or anything, I don't notice any changes. It just stays strong and healthy, and I love it. This Mother's Day, consider Nutrafol the best-selling hair growth supplement. Whether you're gifting to yourself or a loved one, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off any order. Enjoy free shipping when you subscribe. Go to Nutrafol.com and enter the promo code RealityHitsGift. Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com, promo code RealityHitsGift. That's Nutrafol.com, promo code RealityHitsGift. When Reality Hits is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Fiscally responsible, financial geniuses, monetary magicians. These are things people say about drivers who switch their car insurance to Progressive and save hundreds. Because Progressive offers discounts for paying in full, owning a home, and more. Plus, you can count on their great customer service to help you when you need it. So your dollar goes a long way. Visit Progressive.com to see if you could save on car insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states or situations. Check out Progressive, guys. Another house that I went to, I remember we were downstairs because we were making our garage that was on the bottom into like a party room, and me and my friend Ashley were down there, and I had my dog Macy and Lindy, who was also my roommate again at this house. Her dog was upstairs as well, and they were like in the kitchen with a gate. So all of a sudden we hear footsteps walking around upstairs, and the dogs are just freaking out, barking, going crazy, and we're like, who's here? I start calling everybody, seeing if any of my friends came over, anything. We go upstairs, we're walking around, all the doors were locked. I mean, things just like were happening to me all the time. Cabinets were opening and shutting. My friends would come over to, like, whenever you were in the college days, you would get ready all together and everybody would hang out, and almost getting ready together whenever you were in college was almost more fun than actually going to the bars and stuff, because you would just hang out with your
Right.
friends, get ready all together, have fun. I'll never forget Sean and my friend Ricky were at the house, and they got there before I did. I was like still working a shift at Hooters or something, and I hadn't got home yet. And all of a sudden, all the cabinets like opened and shut. And they were freaking out. They were calling me, Brittany, the ghost is here. The ghost is here. I mean, I am not kidding you guys. There was a ghost that followed me around for a while. I haven't seen it, or I haven't had anything happen to me since I've been in California. So maybe it was like, I ain't leaving Kentucky. I ain't going down there to that mess.
You definitely had a Kentucky ghost.
Oh, and then also my stepdad, Roger, he saw his own father sitting on our couch in the front window one time, and came inside and like felt the couch, and he said it still felt warm. He could smell his father's cologne.
And he'd passed away like about a year before this.
Yeah. I mean, just crazy things. Well, crazy things were happening to us, not that we're crazy.
Right. It was happening. I know that for sure.
I just remember all my friends knew it. Like, if any of my friends are going to listen to this podcast, they're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. They felt it. I remember my sister, her friend, Katie, came over to the house, and she went to open the door, and it just opened for her. Yeah. Like, she didn't even touch the doorknob. It just opened for her and let her in the house.
Yeah,
like,
she went to grab the doorknob, and it just opened. I remember that. Yeah.
Like, it was so crazy. I just want to go back in and do a tour of that house again. If you're listening to this and you own the house, and because you know that it used to be ours, I want to come and do a tour. That would be hilarious. Okay. So let's go in now that we talked about all of our crazy ghost stories, which I'm sure there is even more that we could talk about, but I just want you guys to know that it was true and we are not liars. So,
Right.
I mean, even whenever I would tell Jax this stuff, he'd be like, I don't believe in ghosts. I'm like, I'm telling you that this is true.
Right.
And he was like, I don't believe in it. I don't believe in it. I'm telling you to your face that this happened to me.
Yeah, you almost have to experience it, though.
Yeah.
Instead of hear it, you have to experience it.
I think so too, because I know other people that have experienced ghost stories too. Like I was talking to Luke, Kristen's boyfriend, he said that he lived in a haunted house, and like there's just been different people that I've talked to that have actually gone through it, and then other people who just do not believe in it whatsoever.
Yeah.
But I just think like you watch all these shows about all these ghost stories and all these different things. Like, how would there be that many stories and not one person is telling the truth? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
All right. So last night I had my LA Travel magazine cover and OC Travel magazine cover release party. It was at Porsche Pasadena, and it was amazing. They had like these dancers and what's that girl like on the trapeze and stuff like going around, and like all the feathers and the diamonds and everything. It was so beautiful. I'm just so honored I got to be a cover girl. I just feel so blessed that I got to do that. And the party was awesome.
Yes, and I was so proud of you, Brittany. I have to say, I loved it. Had a little touch of Vegas in there. So yeah, I like seeing your pictures everywhere and the covers, and you on the inside of the magazine. Yeah, I was so very proud to be your mother.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and they had caviar. They had magicians. Like that magician was incredible. They were like blowing bubbles with like smoke inside of them, and you would catch it in your drink. It was the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, that was cool. I love seeing that. And then what he done with the heart on your hand?
Yeah, he like, I took a video of it. I'll have to post it on my Instagram. But he like did something where he drew a heart on his hand, and then he like magically put it on my hand somehow. I can't even explain it.
He didn't even touch your
He
hand.
didn't even touch my hand. And somehow he goes, open your hand, and it was in my palm, on my palm in the inside. Like, I don't know how they did that.
I know I saw your video. I don't know how that was done.
It's crazy. And then another girl, like, I picked a card. It was like the 9 of spades or something. And then she was like, okay, you pick a number to Sheena. And she was like 7. So I had the 9 of spades. Sheena said the number 7. So then she like pulls a card up, and she's like, is this your card? And I said no. And she goes, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it was my freaking card at 7. Like, how is that possible?
I know. I love musicians. They were definitely some good ones there.
I mean, Sheena just said number 7 right there while we were standing there, and then she was able to, I don't know, that was just crazy. I'm like, are they ghosts too? That was so cool. But yeah, I'm so excited about being the cover girl. I feel very honored. It was such a pleasure to work with that company. Everybody was so nice to me. Everybody was so amazing. The party was great. You know, I just had such a good time. Mama, you have lived through your first earthquake.
Oh, yes, I have.
She's full on LA girl now.
Yes, I felt something. The house shook a little bit. I run outside to call Brittany, and the dogs are going crazy. And I said, Brittany, did we just have an earthquake?
Because normally, like, whenever we have earthquakes, our phones will do that, like, nee,
No.
nee, nee. But none of that happened. And I was at my rental house at the time. Mom was at my house, and she felt it at the house, but I didn't feel it at the rental house.
Oh, it definitely scared me to death. Yeah, it shook this house.
She was like, I've been through an earthquake, sending it to all of her friends and everything. I'm like, you are just a full-on California girl now.
I think it was a 4.4.
Yeah, 4.4. But yeah, that can be so scary. I'll never forget the worst one that we had. Like, our pool was actually making waves in it, and like the chandeliers and everything were shaking, and it was like very visible that we had just had an earthquake. But Jax was freaking out. I mean, I always say he's terrible in crisis situations, but I mean, he was like, like making sounds like that. And I was like, grab the dogs, because I didn't know what was happening. Whenever it happens and it's like a big one, you never know if it's going to stop.
Yeah.
Like, it's a weird feeling.
Yeah, it is.
And I'll just never forget, like, Kingsley was literally sitting on Jax's lap, and I grabbed Monroe, and I'm like, get Kingsley, who was already sitting on his lap, and he was just freaking out so much that he couldn't even grab the dog. You know, you're supposed to stand in, like, doorways and stuff to, like, protect yourself if, like, the ceilings were supposed to fall down or anything. You're supposed to, like, stand in doorways and stuff.
Well, I just ran out of the house.
Yeah, which that's fine too, because then you know nothing's going to fall on you, you know.
Right.
But it can be scary because, especially if you never felt anything like that, like, you never know if it's going to stop. You feel like all of a sudden you're in, like, the apocalypse or something. Like,
I know.
I'm like, are we about to be on The Walking Dead?
I know. And you did. I think you all had another one since I've been here, because when you were at your the Airbnb, you said the chandelier was shaking.
Yeah, you just didn't. And we, I think Sheena, Janet, and Kristen were over at my house that night, and the chandelier was shaking and everything. But our phones actually, like, let us know that was happening that time. The one that you felt that I didn't feel, our phones didn't even go off. That's why I was like, I don't know if it was or not, but it actually was.
Have you guys ever heard of Hiya? Well, it is amazing. Cruz is such a picky eater, and they have the best vitamins that are so good, and Cruz loves them. Typical children's vitamins are basically candy in disguise, filled with 2 teaspoons of sugar, unhealthy chemicals, and other gummy junk growing kids should never eat. That's why Hiya was created, the pediatrician-approved super-powered chewable vitamin. While most children's vitamins are filled with 5 grams of sugar and can contribute to a variety of health issues, Hiya is made with 0 sugar and 0 gummy junk. Yet, it tastes great and is perfect for picky eaters. Hiya is pressed with a blend of 12 organic fruits and veggies, then supercharged with 15 essential vitamins and minerals, including vitamin D, B12, C, zinc, folate, and many others to help support immunity, energy, brain function, mood, concentration, teeth, bones, and more. That's why I need this for Cruz, because gotta make sure he gets everything. He's a growing boy. I also recommend checking out their new kids probiotic and nighttime essentials. We worked out a special deal with Hiya for their best-selling children's vitamin. Receive 50% off your first order. To claim this deal, you must go to hiyahealth.com/realityhits. This deal is not available on other regular websites. Go to hiyahealth.com/realityhits and get your kids the full body nourishment they need to grow into healthy adults. Summer is in the air. Vacation season is almost here, and I decided that I'm going to treat myself this summer. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet, but I'll be ready because I just ordered myself some luxe travel essentials from Quince, my favorite place for high-quality pieces at fair prices. And I'm not just talking about their washable silk tops and comfy lounge sets. I'm also talking about their premium luggage options and stylish tote bags. So I got the Italian leather triple compartment weekender in black. It holds everything: clothes, shoes, makeup accessories. I love this bag. I also got the Napa leather RFID blocking passport holder and luggage tags. Who says you can't be safe and stylish? And the best part, all Quince items are priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands. By partnering directly with top factories, Quince cuts out the cost of the middleman and passes the savings on to us. Thank you, Quince. For your next trip, treat yourself to the luxe upgrade you deserve from Quince. Go to quince.com/realityhits for 365-day returns, plus free shipping on your order. That's QUINCE.com/realityhits to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/realityhits.
Now that you're an LA girl, what are your favorite places that you visited while you've been here with me over the years?
Oh my gosh, Venice Beach.
You love Venice Beach.
I love Venice Beach. It's my go-to place. I just like the palm trees are so pretty there, and the ocean, and I love to walk through all the little shops. So that's definitely one of my favorites, and I've already been there on this trip, so I love it.
I cracks me up that Mom loves Venice Beach so much, because as soon as you walk out of your car, it just smells like a big old pot leaf.
Well, I don't pay no attention to that.
I know, but it's just funny. It's funny. Yeah, no, but I like the culture and stuff there. Like, there's just so many different people. The people watching is amazing at Venice Beach.
People watching, and then just the art. A lot of people do artwork down there, and just like to see what all that they do. But yeah, definitely Venice
the skate
Beach
park's
is my
cool to watch the people skating and like doing all that stuff. I think that's awesome too.
Yeah.
What else? What are some other favorite places?
Well, we used to go down to like the Hollywood, the Walk of Fame. We'd go down there. That was always nice. Loved going there.
I haven't been there in ages. I mean, I'll go like for like a Chinese theater, like for a movie premiere or something. I think that's the last time I went down there. But once you live in LA, you don't really like go down the Walk of Fame and stuff because it looks so glamorous on TV. But whenever you're actually getting there, it's like weird Spider-Man and a weird Mickey Mouse and like just like all these makeshift characters.
Well, I noticed too, the first 2 or 3 years you lived here, we did all the touristy things. Like we went to the Hollywood sign and we would go to the different places. But now that you've been here a while, we mainly just go down to the beach.
We stay in the valley.
We stay in the valley, go to the beach, which the traffic going to the beach is unreal.
Gosh.
I just can't drive in this LA traffic.
Oh my gosh. Mom's been helping me, but she hates driving. So
I'm terrified when you say I have to drive somewhere.
If I'm working or something, and like I needed her to pick up Cruz from school one day, and I was so scared. I was like, oh my gosh, is she going to be able to do it? But you did it just fine.
Yeah.
I love Moonshadows in Malibu. That's probably my favorite restaurant here in LA. And I think I've taken you there a couple times.
I have went there.
It's so pretty. I love Malibu.
They definitely have some really good restaurants here. Love to go to the ones on the beach.
Yeah. Anything on the beach is like really fun. It always like refreshes you. And that's another thing. Like when you live here, you don't really go to the beach that often either.
I know. As soon as I get here, I say, we are going to the beach, right? That's the first thing I want to do is get to the beach.
Cruz loves the beach too. Like he loves like feeling the sand and running around in it and everything. So
one thing we did find out, you cannot push a stroller in that sand.
Oh my gosh. Absolutely not. Like, we were trying to get down to the water so I could take a picture of Mom barefoot on the beach. And
that was my dream photo.
And once I was like, man, I have Cruz's stroller. I can't just leave it on Venice Beach. Like somebody take off with it in a heartbeat. And I was like, let me try to push it down here. Nope. There's no pushing a stroller. You can do like a wagon or something, like pull it, but you can't push.
You
nothing.
Can't hardly even walk. It's so thick.
Yeah. It was like, that was not going to happen. So I've always been a party girl. Everybody knows this. Mom, can you tell people about all the parties that I used to have behind your back whenever I was growing up?
Oh, my gosh. Well, I definitely was never a partier, so she didn't get this after me.
No.
But, yeah, she would have parties, and the one time I'll never forget was the 18th birthday party. I did not want you to do this. I'm like, no, we cannot have a party here. You're like, please, we're just going to have what'd you say, 12 people or something was going to be there. And oh my gosh, how many people end up coming?
Oh, like 40 or 50.
40 or 50.
And Mom didn't know this, but I named the party G.I. Joes and Army Hose. So everybody had to wear camouflage.
Yeah, I sure didn't know this. And I'm so naive. I have gone out to Walmart to get cookies.
and Solo cups for Coke and Coca-Cola and like Sprite and stuff. Little did she know we had a keg in the room.
Had no idea you had a keg in the room. That's for sure. So naive.
That was so funny, though. Yeah, I've always been like the hostess with the mostest, though. Even whenever I was young, I've always enjoyed throwing parties, having people over. Like, even now, like I just threw a shark party like the other day, like stuff like that just makes me happy. I love having people over and entertaining.
Oh, you definitely could be an event planner for sure.
Yeah. If this reality TV thing doesn't work out, maybe I'll go into party planning.
Right. You would be very good at it.
It's just so fun. I'm just like thinking about all the trouble I gave you whenever I was growing up. Remember that time that I egged a house?
Yeah, and they come after me, and I think that's the day they come after me 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning.
It was me and my friend Kayla, and we snuck out in the middle of the night. This was like middle school. I think I was like in 8th grade. And everybody listen to this. You guys all know that you all did stuff like this when you were growing up too. Who cares? It's just funny to look back now that I'm 35. Like, golly, I was a troublemaker, because now I'm thinking like, I hope Cruz doesn't do this stuff to me. But I will never forget, me and my friend Kayla, we egged this boy's house that we had a crush on. We weren't trying to like we were just trying to flirt in a weird way. And we went and like egged his house, and then the cops came to the house at like 3:00 in the morning, and we just acted like that we didn't do it. And then poor mom had to go to the police station with me for behavior classes. Remember?
Yes. Yes. My first 2 children were so simple, so easy, didn't give me any trouble. Well, then I get number 3, the baby girl, and she's the one giving me all the trouble.
I was like good in school though. I had good grades. I was like good in all that stuff, but I was just like a party.
Mischievous.
Yeah, I was just like I was just a ball of fun is all that it is. Still to this day, I'm just a ball of fun. Yeah. But still, the fact that you had to go to the police station with me for classes.
I know, that was so embarrassing. Thanks.
So embarrassing in our small hometown where everybody knows everything.
Yeah.
Like you could throw a quarter and somebody next door will find out about it. Like it doesn't, everybody knows everybody in Winchester.
And then, of course, one thing I'll never forget that you've done, speaking of things that you've done, is you drove my new car right through the house. I just got a brand new car, and she drove it right through her bedroom.
I didn't even have my license yet, and I took me and my friend Bethany. We went on a little joyride. Mom didn't even drive her car to Lexington because she didn't want to put miles on her new car.
Right.
So instead of driving it that day, and I was like, "Ooh, I got the keys," and I was like, I had my permit, but I didn't have my license yet.
Yeah.
So me and Bethany were like, "Let's take a little joyride," and we go just like around the block. Couldn't get the convertible top down. Thank the Lord.
Thank the Lord.
Because we would have been severely hurt if we would have got that convertible top down.
Yeah.
And I pull into the driveway, and instead of hitting the brake, I hit the gas, and we zoomed right through the wall, right through the whole entire thing. My bedroom, Bethany couldn't even open her door because if she opened it, it would have been the dresser was right there beside her. Like the air conditioning unit was on top of us. Like, it would have really hurt us. The 2x4s all came down. It would have really hurt us if we would have got that top down.
I will never forget. You drove the car right in, and there was you had a poster thing up that said "Caution, blonde thinking."
Right above where the car landed.
And then you called me at work, said, "Mom, the car is in the house." I'm like, "What?"
The car's in the house. I don't know what happened. I was just showing Bethany your car, and it took off.
Everybody was driving by. Everybody from the school was driving by looking at it.
Yeah, because it had like a blue tarp up for like weeks until it got fully fixed.
Yeah.
I will never forget, like in the middle of the night, my like guy friends would come over and like scare us in the middle of the night, like banging on the tarp and stuff. Oh man, I miss those high school days.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Oh, so me and my friends in high school, we called ourselves the FBC. It was us, the FBC, the First Bitches Club.
Oh Lord, I never knew that one.
And we would always meet at my house because I had a door to the outside. Mom would never know. She'd be upstairs sleeping.
I'm so naive, I swear.
She'd be upstairs sleeping, and I'd have like 12 people down in my room, and she wouldn't even know.
Yeah, that is true.
Oh, goodness gracious. I'm glad you didn't know. Because those were fun days. I miss high school sometimes. We had a good old time.
Yeah.
What else did I do that was embarrassing?
I don't know if we can top these stories, actually.
Oh, goodness. But I wasn't like that bad. Like, I didn't do like bad stuff. The worst I did was egg the house.
Well, you weren't as good as your brother and sister. Let's say that.
Oh, goodness. They just weren't as fun as me. That's all.
Okay.
Okay.
If y'all are like me and just don't really have the time for grocery shopping and meal planning, you need to check out Hungry Root. It's the easiest way to eat healthy. Hungry Root is like having your own personal shopper and nutritionist all wrapped into one. You'll just tell Hungry Root about your goals and the stuff that you like to eat, and they fill your cart with personalized recommendations that get smarter as the Hungry Root learns more about what you like and don't. And all of Hungry Root recipes can be made in just about 15 minutes or less. And with over 15,000 recipes shipped each week, there's something for everyone, including all those picky eaters we moms tend to have. Cooking Hungry Root meals and recipes are so easy. I absolutely love it. Cruz loves the bite-sized pancake and mini chocolate chip muffins. I get those all the time. I also make him the chicken nuggets and super veggie fries. If you have a picky eater like me or one who doesn't really like eating veggies, these super veggie fries may be your answer too. They look like French fries, and like French fries, Cruz loves them, so this is so perfect for me. I'm not sure who likes them more, me or Cruz. I know you're going to love Hungry Root as much as I do. Take advantage of this exclusive offer. For a limited time, get 40% off your first box, plus get a free item in every box for life. Go to hungryroot.com/realityhits and use code realityhits. That's hungryroot.com/realityhits, code realityhits to get 40% off your first box and a free item of your choice for life. hungryroot.com/realityhits, code realityhits. Check them out, guys.
Podcasting isn't just about talking. It's about growing, engaging, and monetizing. And that's where PodcastOne Pro comes in. Whether you're an independent creator or a major brand, PodcastOne Pro gives you the tools you need to take your podcast to the next level. We're talking about premium hosting, advanced analytics, dynamic ad integration, and expert distribution, all designed to maximize your reach and revenue. Plus, with access to PodcastOne's industry-leading network, you'll be connected to top-tier advertisers and a massive audience. It's time to go pro and turn your passion into profit. Visit PodcastOnePro.com to get started today. PodcastOne Pro, the power behind the podcast.
Okay, so I asked people to write in some questions for you, Mom.
Okay.
This is from Alexis Higgins 1229. How does your mom feel about your separation?
Oh, my goodness. At first, it was really hard on me and hard on you, and it's a hard situation. You know, I hate it for you. I hate it for Cruz, definitely.
This is from A. Alley Wash here. Sorry, I'm like mess up some of these names sometimes. What did Sherri think of you going on reality TV and about you moving to LA?
Moving to LA was really hard on me, and I know now, like, I probably get to see you, 7-8 weeks probably out of the year, but I'm already thinking, oh my gosh, I probably won't see her again until Christmas after this, so I hate being away from you. And the reality TV, I did watch reality TV, and I watched Vanderpump Rules. I knew who Jax was, even though you had never watched it.
Thank you, because there's some people who still try to say lies about me, that because my friend Kara took me to SUR for my birthday one time. I was here with my boyfriend at the time, Aaron, and me, Aaron, and Kara were in LA for my birthday. Kara made a reservation at SUR. I did not even know what SUR was. I didn't know anything about it, and Kara took photos of it and was like, oh, there's a TV show here. Whatever. I didn't think nothing of it. And then years later, I'm at Jax in Vegas.
Right.
And then people try to act like, and I see this happen all the time. They're like, no, Brittany went to SUR before she even knew Jax. I only went there because Kara made the freaking reservation. I had nothing to do with it. Never watched the show, didn't know who anybody was, nothing.
I can tell you she does not watch reality TV. I don't even think you watch your own shows.
No.
And she did not know who Jax Taylor was, and you had took a picture of Jax and Kara somewhere.
No, it was... Yeah, well, it was Kara and Katie that I was taking photos of.
Oh, and
in Vegas.
Yeah,
and then I was like, I hung out with Jax, and you knew who he was.
Yeah, and I said, oh, that's Jax Taylor.
Yeah. But what did you think about me starting on reality TV?
A little scared for you at first, but I thought, well, a good opportunity. You always said you wanted to live in LA, even when you were small. So I thought, just go for it, and see what happens. But I was definitely scared for you.
Yeah. I mean, it was a whole huge life change for me.
I mean, moving, from a little small town in Kentucky to come up to LA, big change.
Big change. This is from Karina, 1617. What is the age difference between your siblings? How old was your mom when she had you?
I was 25.
when you had me, but Wes. So I have my oldest brother, Wes.
I had him at 18.
Yeah, and then Tiffany
at 20,
and then me.
I had you at 25.
Yeah, so they're like 6 and 7 years older than me.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a big age gap between us. Wes and Tiffany were super close growing up, and then there was me, the little sister who drove them crazy and stole all my sister's clothes.
Yeah, you used to get in fights with Tiffany all the time.
I love my sister, but we didn't get close until I got like out of high school.
Right.
Because I think I just drove her crazy.
Again, the youngest one caused all the trouble.
I'm also the favorite though, so. Oh my gosh. This is from Whitney Leanne 3. They want an update on your health because everybody knows about your health scare that you had a couple years ago.
Oh, I'm doing really well. That was with my bladder surgery. Doing really well on that. I just had a little bit of a skin cancer issue, and that was on my nose. It was basal, and now I have got it completely taken care of. So as far as I know, I'm cancer-free, and I'm doing well.
Yeah. And from her, whenever what was it, sepsis?
Septic.
Yeah. She went into septic shock. Yeah. We almost lost her. It was like awful. It was awful. But you're healed all the way up now and feeling a lot better.
Yeah, the doctor said if I hadn't made it to the hospital that I would have died in the next 24 hours.
Yeah, for sure. That was a scary, scary night because I was all the way here in LA. And you go into surgery. I think Zach was over with me actually whenever that happened. You go to the hospital because you weren't feeling good. You were just so sick after you had your bladder surgery. And they call me and say that you're going into surgery. And then it had been like 5 hours and you were still in surgery and nobody knew what was going on.
Yep.
It was terrifying.
Yeah, it took me about 6 months after that to even get my strength back to be able to fix a sandwich, to go out on the farm. I mean, you came and stayed with me for 2 or 3 months.
Yeah, I was giving you 3 IVs a day. Remember? Yep. I was waking up in the middle of the night at 3 a.m. giving you an IV.
And even Jax, he was great too because he took care of all the horses for me.
Yeah, he was like cleaning the stables.
Yeah,
he was.
But right now, everything is great.
That's awesome. This is from Serene Brasker. Does your mom blame the bar?
Yes. I do blame the bar. I thought it wasn't a good idea. And you can see what's happening now. They had been together for, I guess, 9 years. And when the bar opened, it was 4 months after the bar opened, you all had already separated. So within 4 months, and I just think there's, just so much temptation at a bar. I don't know. I
think the bar could be fine, but the way Jax handles things is what's not fun.
Yeah.
He just can't be mature.
So, yes, I think that the bar started the problems.
Well, it didn't start it. We already we're having problems.
Well, it didn't. It didn't help.
Yeah, it didn't help. But I do love the bar, and it is doing good. But
yeah,
I see why you would think that it added to everything that's going on in our relationship. Yeah. This is from Nora German 86. Do you think Cruz looks more like Jax or Brittany?
Oh, definitely Brittany right now.
Yes, I think so too.
He's got her hair color, her personality. Now, when he was first born, he was dark-headed, and he looked a lot like Jax.
Yeah.
As soon as he was born, he looked identical to Jax.
Yeah, I remember when they put him on my chest, I think one of the first things I even said to you was, he looks just like Jax.
You did, and he did. He looked just like Jax, but now he definitely looks more like you. Like, we can take your pictures side by side, and, yeah, he's definitely 100% Brittany just about.
He's got my nose, my eye shape. Like, he's just got a lot of my features.
Yeah.
Okay. Jen_Matthews. What is one of your mom's core moments with you as a child?
Probably one of the most core moments that I can remember is the pageants.
Oh, yeah.
I put you in pageants at 6 months old. You were America's most beautiful baby. And you have just a curio cabinet just full of crowns. The whole time we were growing up, you'd won multiple pageants. We even traveled to Florida for different pageants. So we done that from the time you were 6 months old till you were about probably 18.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I think it helped me with a lot of things in my life too. Like, it builds your self-confidence, and, you answer questions, you do interviews, and, I think it really helped me with a lot of things actually in life.
Didn't you always win the interview award?
I did.
Right, I thought you did. And the best hair.
Yeah. I would always get the interview award and the best hair awards. That was a fun time. Aw.
I do have to tell one thing on you, though.
What?
Speaking of hair, I'll never forget. I went to the EKU ball a football game, and I was standing up there, and I was looking for you, and you had dyed your hair jet black. And you looked identical to me standing out there on the field.
I was cheering. Whenever I cheered for EKU, Mom showed up to a game and she didn't, because I always had like super blonde hair.
Yeah.
And I dyed it black. And she just showed up to a game and I don't even think I told her.
No,
and I was just down there cheering with black hair. And she's like, where are you?
I know. I swear you look just like me.
Oh, my goodness. Let's see. Bravo for the rest of us. Did your relationship with your mom change once you became a mother? Me and my mom have always been close. I don't think it really changed necessarily, but it makes you realize like how much that I was loved by you, because the love for your child is something that you cannot even explain.
Right.
Like I love Cruz so much. And like once I had him, I was like, oh my God, my mom loves me this much, like obviously I always knew that you loved me.
Right.
But you just like feel that bond even more.
And a grandmother's love to a grandchild, it's unreal, too.
Yeah, it's the best feeling. This is from Selene_Biba. What are your thoughts on Brittany keeping her foot down and doing what's best for her?
She's always going to do that. She's always going to do what Brittany wants to do. Sometimes I'll say, Brittany, I don't think this is a good idea. You'll say, Mom, I'm 35. I definitely try to tell her what I think's right. Sometimes I think listen, sometimes she will not, but she's going to do what Brittany wants to do.
Oh my goodness. This is from T. Nicole 2008. How's Cruz therapy progressing? And will we see more of the journey on season 2 of The Valley? Cruz is getting better and better every single day. I think that he is progressing so well. He's saying more words. He is so happy. He's in speech therapy. He's in occupational therapy. He's in preschool. He's hanging out with his friends. He's playing with people. He's just doing great. And, it's a work in progress. I'm learning as I go. But, there's a lot of things that I didn't ever expect that I would be going through. But at the end of the day, he is just the most perfect little angel, and I'm so blessed to be his mom. And, I think that God chose me to be his mother because I'm able to handle all these things and because I do have the patience. And I think being with Jax Taylor all these years has made me very patient.
Yeah. And then every time that I see Cruz every few months, I can see improvement.
Yes. Yeah. He is doing amazing. And he is just the most special. He's pure magic. That's the best way to explain it. He is absolute
very,
magic.
very loving child.
Yeah, he's the sweetest little thing. He doesn't throw tantrums.
No.
He doesn't cry. He is just a little angel baby.
He's definitely got more your personality.
For sure. Oh my goodness. This is from I Am a Blowfish.
Okay.
Sherri, what are your favorite and least favorite things about LA?
Oh, okay. I love
First, start with your favorite thing about LA.
the weather.
The weather, yeah. Mom will sit out the pool all day.
Since I've been here, I haven't seen a cloud in the sky. So definitely the weather I love. The palm trees never get old to me.
Yeah.
And the ocean.
Yeah.
That's the 3 things I absolutely love.
What about your least favorite thing about LA?
It's the traffic.
The traffic. This is from Chrissy Perry 1107. What makes you the most proud about your daughter?
Oh my gosh.
Gas me up, Mom.
There's, lots of things that make me proud, but probably you being the great mother that you are to Cruz. That's probably one of the things that I am the most proud of. You do everything for him. Gosh, I have saw it since I've been here for 2 weeks. I mean, she's up. If she's had to film all night, you're still up early getting him to all of his things that he needs to go to. So just you being a great mother is one thing that's made me the most proud.
Oh, thank you. Let's see. I'm going to ask one more question. This is from Tammy Moore, your bestie. Brittany, do you and my best friend Sherri have any upcoming trips or events where the both of you will be together? I love seeing the mom and daughter love that you have for each other.
Well, we had our event last night.
Yeah, we had our event last night, and then, I don't know, do we have any trips planned right now? No, I'll be in Kentucky for Christmas, obviously.
Yeah, well, we can always plan a trip.
Yeah. Mom's like, let's go back to Mexico.
Yeah, I love that. I love that.
Yeah, we do. We have a lot of fun, and I love taking you places with me.
But the events are so fun because you get to get in all the glam, and I still have my eyelashes on this morning from last night.
Yeah, Bradley and Anais, my makeup and hair glam team, they did Mom's hair and makeup last night, too. You looked so pretty.
I loved it, too.
That was so fun. All right, well, thanks, Mama. Had a great time talking with you. And thanks, everybody, for tuning in to When Reality Hits, and we will see you next week.
See you later.
Love y'all.
Stream all the movies and shows you love for free on Pluto TV.
Say what now? Showtime.
That means drama is free with heart-wrenching stories from Love and Basketball, Power, and Greenleaf.
In this family, we live by the Spirit.
And laughter is free with gut-busting comedies like Key and Peele, The Neighborhood, Everybody Hates Chris, and Boomerang. Watch all the hits, all for free, from all your favorite devices.
Oh my God, I love it!
Feel the free Pluto TV. Stream now, pay never.